So I made a video on BattleBit a little over a year ago during one of its first public playtests, and as of now it has officially launched into early access on Steam. Since that video, BattleBit has refined itself more and more to polish itself up, and the fact that a dev team of 3 people have managed to successfully put this game out into the world just adds to the insanity of this game, doing Battlefield better than Battlefield itself. Now that playtests are over, anyone can get their hands on the game for $15 or £12.79, and damn, do you get a hell of a lot of bang for your buck. The plans for early access: more vehicles, game modes, gadgets, weapons, maps, and more polished, the list goes on, and what's currently here puts many AAA games to shame. Gunplay feels great with a wide variety of weapons to pick from. Attachments all have their place, allowing you to really tune a weapon the way you want. Weapons are locked behind a level requirement, and once unlocked, both attachments and camos are unlocked by just getting kills with the weapon. And I have to note the intuitive scroll of the mouse wheel to swap between canted sights and the main sights felt so slick. On top of weapons, there are 6 classes to choose from, each having their slight different choice of weapons and gadgets that can be used. And there's a mix of land, air and sea vehicles that are all player controlled. With the weapons of war sorted, the battlefields you'll be fighting on are the next thing. Currently there are 17 maps on release, with a wide variety of settings. Full building destruction, meaning as the fight rages on, factories, multi-stories flats will crumble around you, and in fact there's a map where there's a general power silo thing that comes crumbling down if you do enough destruction to this. You can crack open holes in buildings with a trusty sledgehammer or C4 to get that perfect flank on the enemy. Now the big selling point is the 256 player battles. Absolute chaos as rounds fly past you. The scale is only comparable to some of the biggest fights on Planet Side 2, and it works. Whereas in other games you're fine to make progress over a few hundred meters, in BattleBit a few inches of ground gain feels like you've made it through hell and back. But outside of that, there is 64 versus 64 and 32 versus 32 player servers available, giving you a more similar experience to the stuff you'd be familiar seeing in Battlefield. Voice chat has also been done so well, with local and squad chat along with dev chat, letting you have a lovely exchange with the person that just shot you in the cranium or vice versa. In the few hours of release that I've already played, this feature has created so many memories, chatting with squad mates as we run around a corner into a tank or take an RPG shot to the face, and with lobbies staying together at the end, you'll often run into these people on the opposing team is in the following rounds, exchanging banter as you drag their downed body up the stairs to let them die peacefully watching the sunset. With all the elements of BattleBit, when they come together and work as seamlessly as they do, the game just sets itself up to create these core memories that will stick with gamers for a long time. Only in BattleBit moments, you could say. Overall, BattleBit has had a rather smooth transition into early access, with servers keeping up with the demand, Twitch drops to boost early viewership and get more eyes on the game, and personally I haven't run into any really game-breaking bugs. And to top it all off, this game runs on practically anything. Simply put it, BattleBit is absolute dumb fun. And now the future of the game. With where it's currently at, we are in early days in the grand scheme of things. Although the game has been in development for over 7 years, this team has really achieved something special. But now that we are in full public availability, anyone can play whenever they want, for as long as they want. What's the future going to be? Now, I'm excited to see community servers and seeing what the community can physically do. And depending on the customization in servers, if modding is a thing, imagine new factions being added and servers running custom long war games and massive fights, because that's something that I'm really curious to see, the actual scale we can get to. How big is 256? Is 256 even the limit for this game? So community servers, the possibility of modding, that's going to be fascinating to see what happens there. Along with the anti-cheat, currently we are running things on easy anti-cheat as far as I'm aware. Developers have publicly stated this, for they are wanting to have all their official servers running on face anti-cheat, but I think they weren't able to get fully functioning on release the way they intended. So any servers officially purchased through them, and also the ones they set up themselves, will all be running off face anti-cheat, but any community servers outside that will be on easy anti-cheat. The only reason I kind of preface this whole cheating thing is I feel like cheaters has been a topic in many multiplayer games, and with the scale of BattleBit, there is the possibility of funky wonky stuff happening with cheaters, so hopefully they can stay on top of that. And yeah, cool stuff, big dubs. But I have to say, currently, BattleBit Remastered is the #1 selling game on Steam as of recording, and it is so deserved that an indie team have been able to see this much success and this much praise and have been able to capitalize on it, because so many smaller development teams, even AAA games, cannot get a smooth launch. So the fact they've done it and we're public right now and the game is working is just amazing. So the future is definitely bright for BattleBit Remastered, and I think a final passing thought on this is gameplay over graphics, because holy fuck, man, this is a good game. Peace.